Hello, it's Clemmy from the NARM Clinic. I want to share with you today my top 5 tips for the festive season. Now, Christmas I know can be a very busy time of year, and sometimes looking after ourselves can go out of the window a little bit. But that doesn't actually have to be the case, and it's every little helps when it comes to what we can do to help to support our bodies during this time. And it's actually these little things that can really count. So just because you're not doing everything that you think you should be doing to be healthy over the festive season doesn't mean that you can't do little things every day to help support you. So I want to run through my top 5 tips. So number 1 is to stay hydrated. Now this is really key. It's really simple but really important. So what I would suggest is taking a big glass of water with you to bed. And as soon as you can when you wake up in the morning to drink that glass of water. So we don't usually drink water during the night for around 8 hours when we're asleep, but all that time we're still losing water, so that's through breathing but also through sweating while we're asleep. And also if you've had been out the night before for dinner or for drinks, as is common in the festive season, you might have had some alcohol the night before, and this can worsen dehydration as well. So when we're dehydrated, we feel tired, dizzy, hungry, irritable, and sometimes it can stop us from focusing properly. So we want to make sure that we keep hydrated during the day, and that can be supported by starting off in the morning with a big glass of water. Now, if you're not a big fan of drinking plain water, that's not the only option that's available to you. Herbal teas are a great option. So rather than having your usual tea or coffee, maybe having a herbal tea instead can be good. Fizzy water as well, and also coconut water is a good one as well to help keep you hydrated. Another tip regarding hydration is to carry a reusable bottle around with you all the time and keep that topped up, so that helps to remind you to drink. So personally, I'm not very good with drinking water at this time of year, particularly cold water. So what I do is I have this, it's actually a Chili's bottle, a reusable bottle, and it keeps drinks cold but also hot. So what I do is actually fill this up with hot water, and sometimes I'll put, say, a mint tea bag or a chamomile tea bag or something like that in there, and I'll just keep topping it up during the day, and that really helps to encourage me to drink water, and I just have that on my desk with me all the time. So number 2 is eat a nourishing breakfast. So it might be tempting when you think you'll be eating loads later in the day to skip breakfast, but actually often this deprivation can make us more hungry and perhaps likely to binge later on in the day. So what I would suggest is to have a tasty and nutritious breakfast containing some kind of protein. So that's meat, fish or eggs, or nuts, seeds or beans, etc. So for example, something like peanut butter on toast with some banana or some berries or something, maybe eggs on toast with some spinach, or salmon or something like that, or porridge with some nuts and seeds. And that will just help to provide your body with the nutrients that it needs to function properly, and will also help to keep your energy levels up during the day. Number 3 is don't forget your fruit and vegetables. So fruits and vegetables provide us with really important fibre, which helps to support our digestion, but also fruit and vegetables contain lots of different nutrients to help our bodies to function properly. I talk all the time about including more fruits and vegetables, and this is just as important at this time of year. So the fibre contained within fruits and vegetables also helps to keep us full until our next meal, and helps to balance our energy levels. So load up your plate with all those different colours of different fruits and vegetables, your Brussels sprouts, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, etc. If you're eating out, perhaps just order a side of one of these vegetables with your main meal. I'm a big one for adding things in where we can, rather than taking things away. So just having what you'd eat and then having a side of vegetables as well. You're just adding nutrition into your meals then. And my favourite easy peeler clementines are all around at this time of year, and these are great as a snack, or maybe as a pudding alternative if you've had a particularly big first course, you might not fancy pudding, and actually to give you that something sweet, if you don't fancy a big pudding, something like a clementine is really tasty to finish off a meal. Number 4 is incorporate movement into your day. So often at this time of year with different festive activities or late nights, actually the usual gym routine or fitness routine goes out the window. That is fine. Instead, just try to incorporate more movement into your day naturally. So get off the tube or bus a stop early and walk the rest of the way to work. Or walk between meetings perhaps, or get up from your desk regularly during the day, so perhaps go and fill up your water glass, or just walk around the office. Another one is take a walk around the block at lunchtime, so just before you sit down to eat your lunch, take yourself out and just have a walk around the block, using the stairs instead of the lift. It's all of these little things, like every little helps again. So every little bit of movement that you're doing during the day will build up to actually having done quite a lot of activity. And then when you're at home at Christmas, encourage your family to go for a nice walk after lunch or something. It means that you can spend quality family time together, and you're also getting a bit of movement into the day as well. And number 5, my last one, the most important one I think, is to enjoy Christmas and to relax. This kind of lead up to Christmas is often really busy, but we need to make sure that we really enjoy it, and being too worried about overeating or anything that we're doing can sometimes sap that enjoyment out. And actually a kind of interesting study was conducted last year found that actually dieting behaviours around Christmas only prevented 0.37 kilograms of weight gain, which is actually less than a can of beans. So what I would suggest is please don't stress. Enjoy the wonderful food, enjoy the time with your family and friends, and don't feel guilty. The more you try and restrict yourself around food, the more you'll want to binge and the more you'll crave stuff. So just allow yourself what you fancy and really enjoy this festive time with family. So that's my 5 tips. I hope that you find them helpful, and I want to take this opportunity to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and all the best for 2020. See you soon.